My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to UnderMine. Let's take that bomb, that float potion, and those two keys. Talk to Kurtz. My crew and I were locked up because we were caught trespassing in the dungeon. It's a miracle the guards didn't kill us on sight. The wizard sent us looking for something, we never found it. Alright, I'm just gonna repeat that dialogue again. At the start of the episode as well, I would like to say thank you to Murphy's Paradox for subscribing on Patreon at or above the 4th wall tier. Much appreciated. That is, of course, at patreon.com/Rhapsody, link in the description down below. Let's get the Hungry Ghost. That's what we got for unlocking and freeing Kurtz. Kurtz, leech the life of your own. Leech with an A? Hang on. I thought leech was 2 E's. Not only because of the... Wait, hang on. Is the bug 2 E's? Oh, God. Do I only think it's L-E-E-C-H because of Pokemon? Oh, no. Let's go for a Sylph. Ain't done one of those in a little bit of a minute. There is a potion that we need to get, and there's 2 dogs that we need to pet. So as soon as we manage to do both of those, then we can go down into the game. I know my priorities. There we go. First, I'll brew this. Getting Blood Chalice. Consumes 25% health, drops items, and sometimes another Blood Chalice. Well, we'll end up using this like really early on. Oh, but like if it drops another Blood Chalice... that's like a really interesting thing to have if I have Spirit. Because you might be able to break just off of that. One thing I should also do here is pop the Summoning Stone level back down to 10. I'm going to be following the example of a friend of mine named Rito of Retromation. YouTube.com/Retromation for them, who also covers a large amount of this game. And popping the Summoning Stone back down to 10 and then going through the Ascensions up. Effectively, this is just to make sure that I don't get to the final boss and get donked on constantly because it's a very high level of Ascension and I have a very low level of knowledge about the patterns of that boss. But I've thoroughly hydrated enough and explained enough things. Let's run into the run. Ooh, 3 crit stacks. You know I gotta love that. Okay, unfortunately no bomb pilfer. That's fine, it happens. I mean, surely there's no reason to pop the Blood Chalice early or later. Right? None that I can think of naturally, at least. So, well, you know, unless we have like a bunch of rerolling and things like that going on, but that's not going to happen for a while. I guess I shouldn't really bother using it until I need a resource from it, or until I have like a bunch of HP that I'm about to leave on the floor. All right, check this. And this. I don't necessarily trust that hit on the north there, so I'm going to try it again. Okay, that was bang on. More space? Nope. Alright, thank you, Bobo. You've at least eliminated some options for me there. Maybe I should just completely eschew picking up gold on early floors while I have 32k in the bank. That'll help hasten the video just a little bit so we don't end up with a 2-hour episode every single day. Because not only is that, you know, a bit difficult to actually get the time to record, that's also real difficult to watch. That's a recipe for making sure that people are incapable of getting up to date on the series. That said, like, the more and more I think about it, the more I'm leaning towards the solution of just having it being an every second day series and then slotting something else in beside it as another every second day series. Ooh, well that's HP. Alright. I don't really like that. We'll see if we get the ability to reroll it, because I know that we're coming back in this direction. Something that I've wanted to implement as a reminder mechanic, and something that wouldn't actually be as intrusive. You know what? Actually, I can start doing it in this episode. I have a bunch of coins next to me. Is to effectively have like a card upon which... Sorry if I get away from the microphone here. Just collecting the cash. Have a card upon which I place a coin every time there's something on the floor that I need to go back for, like an item or a shrine. And then at the end of the floor, check if my card is empty. And if it is, I can go down to the next floor. If it isn't, then I need to figure out what those coins were. This is related to, I believe, trigger conditions and how some people handle them in... Hang on, I'll pop that one there and then that one there because I'm not going to use this first. Beautiful. That relates to how people remember their trigger conditions in Magic the Gathering, I believe. Thank you for the suggestion, Brian. I think it's a pretty good one. I think it's the most functional one so far. Because it's nice to have a quick visual reference rather than something that I have to completely disrupt my train of thought in order to engage with. Okay. Temporarily increased critical strike as well as healing being more effective. Both of those are really good. But the major curse that we just got, complete garbage. Lose maximum health when killing enemies. So I'm very glad that I left my shrine to actually use now. 3 bombs. I already know where one of the secret rooms is. I suspect I know where the second one is as well. I can get rid of that. But with 3 bombs this early in the game, I don't know if I want it. So 1 coin goes off of the card. I'm not actually going to like continually dictate the coins. It's just I want to, while I'm getting into the swing of using this, like I would like to. And then the other coin goes off the card. So far it's just a $2 coin because here in Australia we have $2 coins. And a 5-cent coin, both of which are the same size. Ooh! One of them's a little bit thicker and golden, though. And there's sat atop a Connor gift voucher, so that I can buy pants with straight legs. Well, like a slim fit leg. It's effectively like a tall man's shop. This is just all that I had at hand, friends. I'll be taking an adventure sweat. Sure. Pretty happy to have that. Go for another reroll. Purification potion is interesting. I'll come back. I'll come back. That's one on the corner. I should really use this gift card. I need pants. I have like two. I think I have 2 usable pairs of pants. The rest are torn. Not much one for kind of retail therapy or buying that many clothes or honestly like broadly materialism. So I'm much more the kind of, I'd like to go to an op shop and get something that'll last me 6 months for $5 kind of person. I haven't done that in a while, so I have like 2 viable pairs of shorts and 2 viable pairs of pants. So my laundry has to happen way too commonly right now. Right. So these major curses will give us a 10% chance to increase. Hang on. What? I hate the parabolic arc of that. You can't necessarily follow in, you know, a 2-dimensional plane when it's trying to represent moving across a 3-dimensional plane. I thought that was going to be safe, and then lands directly on me. Dang it. Okay, so we do have 2 curse chests here. Fine. Killing enemies destroys a relic. Well, clearly we need to get rid of that. Soon as hell. But that's a 10% extra chance for Shogal. That's another 10% extra chance for Shogal. Deal less swing damage, and it's a major curse. That's really rough. Perfect. I'll double back so I don't have to loop. Whoop! Hup! 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 No! What? I had no chance at all there. That was such a trap room. You tricky little hoarding pilfer. Oh, I'm so mad. Absolutely bodied by a hoarding pilfer there. Hang on. Oh, wait, we do know there's no secret room adjacencies because we just blew something up in the room. Fine. Purification's looking real good right now, but I know the talisman definitely is. I can get purification by just dropping a garbage one on the floor. And then I still have, you know, a decent amount of potions to reroll. Temporarily increasing swing damage. Pretty good. Alright. Didn't spawn itself. That's fine. Just gonna heal up a bit. I will take that after I visit Shogal, so that's one on the corner. Or after I see whether or not Shogal has spawned, to be clearer. Gotta make sure that the Bobo doesn't actually run over the items. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna manage to get this one. Come on. Oh, yes! Haha! Yeah, that's basically as good as that could have gone for us. Well, obviously, I should have picked up that food, but I was trying to focus exactly on how I was going to get Bobo all the way back around there. Lovely. Okay. No Shogal spawn. Totem of Life is really good. We get another major curse, but it's deal nearly no bomb damage. That will actually make it so that I don't necessarily kill sconces with a single rock, single bomb. Yeah, I should have tried to kick that as quickly as possible. All right. I have a coin on my thing. What is it for? It's probably in the shop if I had to guess. No, it's in the secret room. Right. It's a hardiness. I'll go take that now. Clear the Connor gift card. Actually, you know what? I should probably check whether or not this is valid. Date of expir... Oh, next year. Beautiful. Never mind. Still all good. Okay. Let's go down. Really hope my Shogal chance from that floor carries on. I have been told that it does, but Forgive me, but I don't necessarily believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. Which is difficult with, like, you know, random chance elements to detect them from behind the scenes without, you know, statistical analysis. Fine. Oh! Yes, please! That's our combo for us right there. Golden Idol. The synergy of the two is discover more rooms and get rich. That's discover more treasure rooms and discover more secret rooms. And the get rich was it gave us 10k on pickup. I mean, when it says get rich and it gives us 10k, does it understand how much money I have? On it. Crawl space, that's fine. And neither of those walls is gonna allow for a secret room. I probably shouldn't check my exit. I could easily increase my curses before I do that. Well, not easily, but I might. It's not unlikely, I think is what I'm trying to go with, though. Gotta remember to constantly jump around the bats. Almost. At least I know where my room is. That'll do. And then I just have that one in the center of the map. Oh, hang on, there's another one over here, just for the crawl spaces. I love the design. Like, if it was intentional that you're... I sincerely believe it was. If it was intentional that the early floors would have fewer resources, because obviously you've been in the game for less time, but more ways to cheat out resources using your enemies effectively, then... Ooh, the design! Alright, shrine... I mean, that's a locked room. I'll be back for that. Don't worry. I wouldn't have even needed to mark that, but I should stick consistently to this new scheme. That's dumb. Still opening those chests because I'm still looking for a couple more relics. Actually, hang on. Am I still looking for relics? Let's have a look at that. Yeah, Aphotic Charm. That already exists. It's the Karmic Balance. It's in Shogal's. That's Empty Pockets. I think that's in Shogal's as well. That is... I don't know what this is. But that's obviously a synergy between the two items prior to it. And then this. This, I think, is when you exhaust the reroll pool. Because it's a bun, but the bun is the same as... Yeah, this one in Major Famine. So I suspect it's a reference to Breakfast, the Binding of Isaac thing that would happen when you exhaust the item pool, and it only generates from then on out the HP up item Breakfast. I suspect this is a reference to that. Potions. Yeah, one more potion there to get. Blessings. One more blessing to get. And then curses. Well, if there's any of them that I would have seen all of, surely it's going to be the curses. Right. Unfortunately, if I kill, like, any more enemies right now, I'm going to eat my relic. So, that's no Shogal there. No enemies in this room. I mean, Rainbow Kernels. You can't turn down Rainbow Kernels. It dupes everything. Okay. I'm obviously... Wow. I'm obviously looking for curse removal, just in case you wonder what the end of that sentence was gonna be. Yeah, I don't need anything better than this. That's fine. Move that coin off because I'm going down. I already know where this is. And this has actually freed me to now be able to pick up something from the shrine. See, otherwise, if I'd interacted with the shrine earlier, I would have removed one of those curses, and then, I mean, I would have had an extra potion. That's not bad. But, you know, this allows me to get a benefit here instead. Hopefully it's like attack speed, swing speed. Swing speed. Glad I did the shop first as well. Minor inflation, immediately triggered afterwards. Not that it would have mattered that much, but still, a little bit. Look, more secret rooms and more treasure rooms. Like, I think I should actually probably be a little fast and footloose with these bombs. Because there's more rooms it can find. Nothing here. Definitely not adjacent to the north there. You know what? It's probably adjacent to the shop. Actually, it's probably adjacent to the shop. You know what? First thing I'm going to do, reroll that potion. Popcorn kernels. Not bad. Not as good as the rest of the stuff I'm holding, though. Also, no secret room adjacency there. Wild. Bounce. Take seasoned popcorn. And sometimes drop a new key when dropping using an old key. Nah. Galoshes? Definitely not. Also not that potion, I think. I'm gonna take antimatter, I'll use antimatter, I'll pop that, and then I'll reroll again. This is so that I heal by 150, get back up. Really? Bramble Vest? Yikes. Alright. We're early enough in the run that leftovers is actually going to end up paying for itself quite effectively. That and seasoned popcorn together both make me pretty hopeful here. I mean, in fact, those two and the Totem of Life is really why sustainability is already up. And I guess the Hungry Ghost also. Although the Hungry Ghost is relatively minimal. Like, consider that Golden Tooth gives you 1 health per gold, and there's way more gold, way more individual pieces of gold at least, than there are enemies. This is at least one of the fire puzzle rooms where there is some source of fire in the room, so I can do this. If all of them were designed like this, I wouldn't complain about it every episode, but they aren't, so I do. Whoa! I wanted that one to go, but hang on. We're getting this. Q. Oh, all potions automatically drink on pickup. I gotta be very, very careful to be mindful of that while I go through here. Oh, dang it. Jumped way too early there. That's my bad. See if I can hit this. Yeah. Failed too early, but I don't think there was anything on that wall. Just... Ah! Rounding those corners never works well for me. Just trying to immediately get the druids down there. Just don't want to be eating all the damage. Alright. Now I have to be careful not to hear the hit the bombardier again. Until I've gotten all of these rocks destroyed in the room. One. Got him. Thank you. That's why. Cook that food. Get a little bit of extra HP out of it. Alright, item room. What you got? Yeah. I'll take it. Battle standard increases movement, attack speed, and throw speed at the beginning of battle. So you can just run into a room and do your blitzkrieg strat. Should I check the exit? No, I'm not about to pick up blessings in particular. Necessarily, at least. Again, very small map like this. There's at least 2 secret rooms, possibly 3. Like, I really ought to be able to find some. That also does mean it's probably like of a higher likelihood that some of the secret rooms are adjacent themselves to other secret rooms. That's 1 already. Like, this room is barely going to be worth it in terms of money versus time. A suggestion, by the way. Thank you, Potato, in the comment section for this suggestion. It's one that I hadn't even considered before, but I think it's a very, very elegant solution. One of the reasons that I don't particularly... Like, I can't force myself to go really fast in this game is because I recognize the lost value of going faster. So, to mitigate that, timed chests are something like Dead Cells, where the deeper in the game you get, there are chests that have a certain amount of time before they lock forever on the run. And if you hit those, you get a reward that is effectively commensurate to what you would have gotten on average, obviously not always, but on average to what you would have gotten from actually slowly and methodically completing those earlier floors. Excellent. Great idea. It would help to balance those out in a way that would actually incentivize playing a little bit faster. Although, you know what? I was about to say, although I don't necessarily know how that would work with the gold system, but no, you could even just have a commensurate value for that in there. Yeah. It's a very, very clever solution, one that I hadn't even considered, and I had played Dead Cells as well. So that's a big old MP. My bad on that one. Let's I'm gonna increase crit and swing. What? Okay. Get a free item in every shop. Branding bomb. I picked up branding bomb once, didn't I? Right? So I don't have to do that again? Yeah, there's branding bomb. And I've had the rabbit's gloves before as well. Fine, I'll take it, I guess. Chance to take damage when dropping a bomb. Take damage on jump. Yeah, no. None of those necessarily immediately need to be removed. I don't actually like what we got from Shogal there. You know what? Fight me, Shogal.
Ah, a creature that has dabbled in the forbidden. How does it taste, mortal? Do your lips crave another bite of the fruit? I'm sure you will find something to satiate yourself here.
Whew. All right. Let's leave that one. Maybe it's because I'm not doing the highest ascension that I have unlocked. Oh no, if it's because I'm not doing the highest ascension that I have unlocked, that means I get no bosses. Oh. Does that mean I actually have to, like, go into the... Like, I can go into the files and just reset my ascension level down. Like, lock ascension levels 10 through 16 back. So that I can do this. Which I suspect is actually going to have to be my solution here. I apologize that I didn't already do that for this episode. Dropped a bomb on taking damage there. Kurtz's stash. Oh, that's actually really good for us. You know what? Fine. I have 10 to foot and a chance to drop a bomb when taking damage. Like, this is harsh. Also, the map is trying to kill me. Ugh. I can't just use purification oh gosh. I can't just use purification potion now, can I, right? I need, like, a bunch of HP on the floor before that's something we do. Alright, this is more likely to be the sharp. Bit as well, and then there. Shrine. Probably gonna end up picking up a curse and then removing it with a purification potion. But that also removes all of my bombs. Remove all curses, bombs, and keys and sets health to 1. I can't do that. Holy guacamole, find more altar runes rather, sorry. Purification potion needs to not remove all of your bombs and keys. Otherwise, like, when do you use it? Just before the final boss? It also sets your health to 1. Like, the use cases for purification potion over something like absolution or just re-rolling until you end up with enough bottled popcorns in order to dupe a talisman. Slim to none. Minimal. And faster swing speed now. Transform all relics in the room. No! Ugh! Ryan! You forgot the thing! Please. Please, friend. Oh. I'm checking my exit for a Shoggle. Hang on. Please. Because the last Shoggle didn't really give us anything at all of any value whatsoever ever. It's just trying to find the most diplomatic way to say that. That's apparently what I landed on. Please, walls, stop firing at me. It's rude, and frankly, I'm starting to take it personally. Yeah, because the first one blew up because of the bomb before I lit all of them, I don't get anything here. And if I pick up this potion, chug-a-lug. If this was Absolution, life would be so good. Instead, it's not. And everything sucks. Nothing left on the map I care about. Let's bounce. Fine. Supposed to have simply just an absurd amount. Oh God, stop hitting me. Simply an absurd amount of secret rooms. It's finally nice to see some of them here. Just gonna kill all of these torches. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, bottled popcorn. Please, Ryan. Remember your curses. How did you forget that in the space of 4 seconds? Oh, cool. We can get a fireball. I'm kidding. Take the Knight's Pendant. Oh my gosh. You know what? Secret room. Big call. But it would have been big if true. Okay. At least it hasn't happened with anything super dire yet. Pray twice at altars. Okay. Pray twice at altars and find more altar rooms. And Slyph as a follower. We got. This is good. You have a lot of time to make good use of it. When healed, heal again. That's actually going to double the effect of my Hungry Ghost as well. Quite good. I wouldn't put it beyond myself to now use my Purification Potion this floor. Like, try and use all of my bombs beforehand. Just because I'm very low on keys now. And then afterwards try and heal back up. I'm going to leave those keys on the ground, in fact, as part of my plan to do that. Because I could just come pick those up later. The big thing is we're basically losing all of our bombs to do it. Whoop. Leave that one there. Please stop destroying that. Meal ticket. I don't actually like meal ticket that much. It's fine. It's an item, I guess. By the strictest definition, it counts. See, because I can just pick up a bunch of curses right now and then purge all of them. Okay. Let's fully explore the floor before I do this. No! Got it back on the backswing, eh? Bomb. Also bomb. Also bomb. Hey, give me your crawl space. And that's what I'm gonna do with the rest of these bombs here. Just check for the crawl space, I think. Found it. And we should check what's in the crawl space before we solve anything here. Oh. Well, Okay, thank you, Waking Light. You fulfilled a role. I appreciate it. Okay, I gotta go back to that crawl space. I gotta get that key. Just popping these. Just in case there was secret room adjacency. Alright, we're fine. I will be using the purification potion. Swing attack size is really important. So his crit there. So his crit here. And then more swing. Purge curses. Get the hell out of here, you curses. First thing firsts, I'm gonna go all the way back to my shop, pick up as much HP as possible, as well as the HP that I've left in one of the secret rooms, I believe. Perfection. All right. And suddenly everything's going back our way. Beautiful. Black rabbit. Garbage secret room. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Take both of those off. There's one bomb in a room up here that I actually wanted to pick up, but... Oh, no, I already did. Cool. Wait, that's a secret room? There was sparkling to the north there. Somehow I missed that on the first pass through. Incredible. Wow. That surprises me, actually. I swear, like, I bombed in that room looking for a secret room adjacency. Alright, let's open this. Not a huge fan of crippling poison. Chance on hit to poison enemies. Do not like it. It just doesn't seem to numerically be effective enough to be to justify itself. Okay, no secret room adjacencies, but still get to check for those crawl spaces. Perfect. Transmutation transforms all relics in the room, as well as enemies drop gold when killed. Gotta love those. You gotta love a transmuted bottle as well. Honestly, no notes for that room. Dang it. Obviously, I was trying to get them to blow up these rocks. That was maybe a little bit too much to be pushing for, though. Thank you for the food that we have then managed to cook. Getting us almost all the way back up to full HP. Okay, never mind. Purification potion has a use case. I was clearly just feeling a little bit salty about the fact that I was going to have to give up so much for it, but if you can find a way to expend those reasonably, or at least a large amount of them reasonably, and be very particular about leaving more resources on the floor so that you can recoup before the next floor, then it certainly has a place. And obviously, it's much more powerful than Absolution. I don't necessarily agree with what I said earlier. I think it was more an emotional rather than a rational response to that. Okay. I have no flame. Please stop giving me fire puzzles. Please. Whoop. Ah, almost. Immolate in a bottle? I don't like Immolate at all. We'll immediately go back to the shop and buy the free talisman to remove Tenderfoot, because Tenderfoot is terrifying. It's only a small amount of damage, but it's enough, and the fact that my character hurts, and the fact that I hear the sound, and the fact that the screen flashes, it's enough to make me stop jumping, which will cause me to take way more damage. It's a psychological thing. Love a good screen smack right there. Hey, Sugar. It's good to see you. So in Shogal's room, we are going to very likely trigger Kurtz's stash, and then after that I'll probably use the rainbow kernels, and then after that I'll probably use transmute in a bottle just to make all of the items in the room pretty ridiculous. Let's swing. Healing. Altars can be used twice. Now I can use them 3 times, which actually means I should have used the top altar, then this altar, and then used each of them 2 more times. It's my bad. Never mind, I can do it here. Okay. Right, of course I could do it here. So here's the thing. Popcorn kernels, and then I duplicate everything. I do actually, interestingly, want 1 stack of craftsmanship, so that I have gold integrity of 100 rather than 95%, because with the amount of money that I have, that's actually a significant difference. So I'll take that. Do I want to dupe everything in the room? I think so. Okay. Let's drop the transmute in a bottle there. Then I will bottled popcorn. Duping everything. I'll use enough curse removal to free myself here. Popcorn kernels and popcorn kernels I'll use both of. Actually, no, I should probably only use 1. You know what? No, I'm just going to set myself up with resources for the rest of the run. I don't need to break right now. Yeah. That's enough bombs and keys, basically, for me for the rest of the run. So I use the transmute potions to reroll those blessings, as well as the rest of the potions in the room. Yeah, I'm comfy with this. Okay, and then pick up the transmute, put the transmute down. I'm comfortable getting rid of all of these, yes? Throw potion, transmute in a bottle. Probably not the transmuted bottle. Let's drop the ghostly ichor back down there. Transmuted bottle. What's up? Transmute all carried relics. But I have holy guacamole and devotion. I can't do that. I obviously take the curse removal, but I actually can't do that. Holy Guacamole and Devotion are the two perfect relics that you want on a Sylphron. They make the Sylphron broken, and they will make it insane, especially when I get to Benediction. And there's an extra 4 floors. Oh, I hate that I can never justify the cool thing. So it's not re-rolling the blessings. I thought this did. Interesting. Oh, that's good. Take that. Increase my bomb size 2 times over. Fine. Pop an early elixir there. Want to keep the rest of those too badly to do anything else there. At this point, I have no excuse to ever lose a secret room. There we go. More space. So apparently that room was empty. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not even guaranteed there's a 3rd secret room right now, so I'll check the shop to make sure that I didn't miss popping a coin where it should be. Cool, never mind. We're fine. I may not have done everything optimally so far, but I'm feeling quite good about it, honestly. Sup, sugar? Nullstone, block your hit every once in a while. That's actually really, really, really powerful, but good lord, do I love the miniaturizer. I think the miniaturizer is less powerful. I mean, less powerful. We still have the leftovers, but we don't actually need upkeep as much. I should take the Nullstone. It will save us a ridiculous amount of HP here. Fine. Take damage for each of your potions every room. Chance to drop a bomb when taking damage and lose more gold on death. Hey, sweet, we don't take damage. That's probably the one that I wanted to remove there, because that will itself end up triggering the other one. The drop a bomb when taking damage. So that removal kind of invalidates... Well, it doesn't necessarily invalidate 2 of them, obviously. You know, any other source of damage will still do it. But it mitigates another one of them, helpfully. Map. Mop! Thank you, game! Oh, you're generous like that as well? Let's finish the rest of the floor before we go back to the shrines. That goes on the Connor voucher now as well. Just so that I... Why did I do that to me? Just so that I remember to come back. But finishing the rest of the area first here is in case I find something that happens to increase my experience gained for familiars. The Nullstone, in a way that I hadn't been thinking about, will make it very likely that I just enter rooms with the... Whoa! Nice try. And again. Will make it very, very likely that I can just enter rooms and get real mad with this swing. Yeah. Unfortunately, there are some enemies that hit you multiple times like that. I hate that, like, the first time I asserted it, it was immediately proven wrong. Yeah, like, enemies with chain effects, like all of the bombs that are dropped by those friends. What? Stop! Stop! Stop, game! That caused me to be on fire, which caused me to drop a bomb, which caused me to die to the bomb. Game. Chill out. Alright? We cool? Take a breather. Take a lap. Come back. No, take a lap. I'm not talking to you until you take your lap, game. Let me yeet both of these into the next dimension. Is this going to show me how long it's going to take to revive? Because if Nullstone is actually going to protect me against this, then yeah, I'm going to cheat that out. Of course. Of course I'm going to. I have to. Especially as it gets more expensive. Can it only generate in a new room? Yeah, it can only generate in a new room. That makes sense. Okay. Fine. Now we're back in it to win it. Don't necessarily love those potions, honestly. Rerolling those for curse removal? I would like to hold a lot of curse removal potions just because obviously I'm going to be picking up a lot of curses later on. Inverter obviously is one of the final relics that is obviously not essential, but very good. Extremely perfect for this kind of run, I'd say. I should have just left that room. Didn't need to take any fire damage there. Speaking of fire damage, the fire damage was a lot. Also, getting a relic that straight up gives us extra swing damage, perfect. We have a lot of swing speed and we have a lot of crit. What we don't have is a lot of base damage. Love to have that addressed. Nice. Purge Potion being the potion of curse removal, the thing I was asking for earlier.
Fire puzzles again?
It's gonna take to yawning every time I see a fire puzzle instead of complaining. But then I'm gonna make sure that you know I meant to complain afterwards. Other entrance to the secret room. I mean, at least my cleave is wide enough that it got all three at the same time. I don't necessarily want to spend 1 billion years in this room. Still haven't found my crawl space as well, by the way, so... Supposed to hit both of those actually at the same time. I'm not going to test that final rock. I'd like to find some rocks that are actually adjacent to one another. That seems like a good test. No space there. There. Whoop. Really? I've got 2 increases to the size of my bombs and it still couldn't hit both of those at the same time. I contest that. I call foul. This had better somehow be worth it. It won't be, but it had better be. But it won't be. Good gosh. Nice try. Game? What did I do to you? Apart from breaking you almost every single match. You know what? Now that I said it out loud, fair. Fair. Damage. Crit again. Wow. Decreases swing speed, decreases swing damage. Perfectly the things I didn't want. Don't really want to reroll any of the potions I'm currently holding. That's like a significant amount of healing, but I don't think I need it right now. Oh. Okay, bottle pilfer. Let's go to a smaller room and then use that. This'll do. No! Okay, I swear the cleave didn't hit that half of the time. Look at it! Look at the footage! I guarantee you it like intentionally missed a bunch of times. How dare it? I'm effectively just using antimatter for a heal there. Bounce. I gotta keep transform all relics in the room front and center here if I have the ability. Just so that I remember that I have it. I'm gonna go down and check. Mortar's not gonna be there, and then I'm gonna walk away. But I go to a new room, so I got some healing, and I charged up my nullstone. Could be worse. Alright. Empty off that voucher. Let's go to the shop first. Fix. I'll also take that. Didn't even need to take the miniaturizer to get its effect. I'm not going to throw a thing here or anything. Nope. Just because I really don't need that room erupting with enemies. Choose between relics. There are 8 more rooms that this is effective in. Sure. I don't need popcorn. But I don't want to use my transmutagen here because re-rolling 2 relics at the same time is much better than re-rolling 1 relic singular at the same time. What with the plural and all. I have to use a bomb to get in here, and then I may as well use a bomb also to... Actually, you know what? No, bombs are more important to me than keys. Because I'm probably not going to be able to find a way to use 26 keys before the end of the fight. Before the end of the run. Whereas I can use 26 bombs on 36, in fact. On a single floor if I'm very determined about it. Thank you. Now, keys matter to me way more than bombs. Isn't that funny? The game was like, I hear you, but there are edge cases. And I was like, actually, there are no edge cases, game. And the game was like, actually, you thought. Bud, you thought. Alright. So now it's just attack speed from now on out, basically, for me. Now, do I start going for the individual ones to try and find the crawl space? I've clearly already decided my answer. Thank you for the key. No orthotic charm. Right, I no longer Do not know how that sentence was so hard for me. I no longer need to pick up any of the thorium gems here. We're fine. We've got 999. That's the full stack. I don't know why it's limited to 999 if you're just gonna keep giving them, but... I've minor quibbles! I need to learn how to let them go, really. Ah! How dare. Enemies having spiders in them is no good. I don't like it. So unless I can get swing speed, I'll probably just go for removals. That's a removal. Hey, we got rid of the only one I care about. Now I'm just gonna go for buffs. Maximum health, beautiful. You got me. I actually won't take any of those. Some of the worst ones. It's more effective. And swing speed. I can already feel this run getting nutty. I've got a lot of elements in it that do it. I'll go back to the shop just in case, but I don't think I left things in there that I care about right now. No, I did. And I need to use my transmute in here. Good thing I came back. I didn't have one on my con account voucher for this, so... Clearly I should be more mindful of that. I'll take that removal, obviously. Removes 3 stacks of something at the same time. Perfect. Become charming to rats. I don't think there are rats in the Shimmering Cave, but I could be wrong. Quite easily, in fact. Often, even. Why? There's food out here, Ryan. I'll check Hoodie's room and then bounce. Yeah, we're basically at the halfway point of the game, and I fought no bosses, but we're an hour in. Thankfully, we do have the map, though. Like, otherwise, I'd be spending way more time looking for secret rooms here. Yep. This whole build is incredibly destructive. Love it. Like it, love it, and I want more of it. Okay, there's food in that room. I honestly don't need to put a marker down that there's food in that room because it's not something I necessarily do come back for. Great. Okay. I might actually hold off. I'm gonna use the purge potion for the removal there, but I might hold off on opening of that because if I get like more golden kernels this floor, not ridiculously likely I find a ridiculous amount of them, but if I do, I know what I'm doing with them. Honestly, the 4-leaf clover, for an item that is like considered legendary by the game, seems to give you a real chump change. Although, maybe it's just that everything looks like chump change in comparison to breaking. I guess it's hard for me to really determine exactly how effective it is, considering it happens over the course of an entire run. And I only really feel its effects room to room. Ooh. Another room I can't do anything with. Fascinating! I actually do have something I can do in that room because I literally just picked up a fireball potion. But my point remains! I don't have a transmute machine, so I may as well just take the pilfering and the bottled potion, cook all of my food, get the keys, and a bomb and bounce. Okay, I shouldn't have picked that up before I go to Shogal, check Shogal. Pretty sure now I don't actually even have a chance to get Shogal anymore. I hate it when cooked food ignites oil and then damages me. Happened a couple episodes ago and I will never forgive it. At least gold is more easy to collect right now. Honestly, pilfering should probably just be like that. Electrify your enemies when you pick up gold. That will actually do work. Because I have the pilfering and the four-leaf clover dropping gold in the fights. I'll still have something to use my transmutagen on later. Don't worry. It's not going to languish. Hang on. Food. Was it here? Yes, yeah. It was. Okay. Some fireballs, and then... open it all up. You know what? I'm gonna commit to taking that golden popcorn through the entire game. It's fine there. And I'll even use a bomb to get back to this one. I was really expecting that would hit all of them. And away we go. We're not nutty yet. This is still pre-nut. We've got the ability to get, hopefully on this floor, 2 altars. I'm not seeing them yet. Would like to actually be able to see my map. Nothing doing there, but at the very least now I know I don't need to look for the crawl space anymore. Hey, Black Rabbit. This is the most important thing. And it went in last. This was the first one out. That was the last one out. I'm going to open both of them. Nope. Nope. You cannot tell. You cannot tell. It's not possible. I think that's fair as proof. It's not last in, first out. It's not first in, first out. I feel good that I have, like, such a concise proof for it now. I can stop doubting myself, finally. Who am I kidding? What part of any of my commentary says that I have the ability to stop doubting myself? Ooh, there are shrines on this floor. All right. Everything is well in the world then. Oh, wait, I already have my 3rd level? Woo! Okay, clear the rest of the floor first, Ryan. Just in case. I don't know what it would be that would influence you here, but just in case. Sometimes drop meat for your enemies is good. We would be dropping golden meat from our enemies as a result of the 4-leaf clover, I believe. Let's actually double check that. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Where are you? Yeah, sometimes drop golden meat from your enemies. Golden meat is significantly more good. But the problem is, Dylan's Claw deal even more damage to any critical strike. Really insane if you're doing a build that crits constantly. I hate that I did that. I hate it. I hate that I had to do that. I'm sorry. But I did have to do that. It contributes far too much to my damage, and, like, health isn't a necessary concern. What is this room? Really? That's what this room is? All right. No, never to do that again. I was in the middle of saying a thing. Dang it. I'll remember. Ah, right, yeah. The things that are provided to me by the 4-leaf clover synergy are things that I'm already quite good on. Health, obviously. I'm very survivable right now. I don't really need to be more survivable. And money, I'm pretty good on that as well. I think it would be fair to say I'm pretty good on that one as well. Love a reroll machine. Golden popcorn. Fine. Take that in purge potion, and I'll probably reroll a couple times, but I may end up just bouncing. That's really good. We'll come back for it. Just because of the unicorn horn. Very, very good. I'm not making my way around that 2 times. Frankly, you can't make me. You and you divert. Swing speed. Double blessing, and then I'm actually thinking about like just stacking wealth. Swing speed. Pretty good attack speed. Swing speed. Swing speed. Swing size. If we enter a new room, this, you know. That's possible as a sentence, surely. If we enter a new room, you know. New. Hoo hoo hoo. Yeah, I'll curse remove. And then bounce. I mean, look, there's a free bomb. It won't make a difference, but I'll take it. I'm gonna need like doubling season, then impish key bomb if I really want to get nutty with my keyblade in particular here. Move the vouchers off. Okay. Stay away. You too, you too. Cute. Got my 2 transmutagens, about to go into this item room and see what's up. Elemental damage is actually pretty bad. That'd be very defensive for us. But neither of them break the game. That do. That do. As long as I'm on full HP, my attack is now ranged. So let's get ourselves to full HP, why don't we? So we can show it off. This is dumb now. This is brutal. I don't blame the game for it might get mad at me. 2 more stacks of crit just for free. Ideally would have checked Shogal before I did that, but no. And that's my ranged attack. Yep, that'll do it. That's not a battle room. Hello. Just gonna do all of those. Okay. Crit. Swing speed. Crit. This is without the buff when I move into a room from my thing that does a buff when I move into a room that I've forgotten the name of. The thing. Good lord, I actually did forget the name. Banner. Battle standard? Battle irregular? Battle common? Battle standard. Never mind, it was battle standard. Good fight. All right. One thing I'm going to do here is video graphics quality low. Okay. Resume. I have to turn my graphics quality low before I go into the Nori fight. I think Nori might be a fight right now. Still. Never mind. We'll pop that setting back up. I actually did not notice that making any difference, by the way. I'm super excited. Garbage. Gain temporary damage when picking up gold, increases health and damage. I think I can trigger this. What with all the enemies that I kill in a room that drop gold? So I think now my focus is like primarily on getting keys for my base damage. Get up. Tough room. But we made it through. I knew we could do it. Just had to put our minds to it. Thank you for all of the food on the ground as well, so I know that if I'm ever not on maximum HP, I'll just come back there. Yeah, come back for the orders in a bit. That's interesting. I can use those to refract my own shots. I thought those were only really there for refracting enemy shots. I wonder. My own shot doesn't damage me through that either. Ooh, interesting. Impish key bomb is useful here. It's literally only useful just for the possibility that I end up finding like doubling season and then use that and then impishly key swap. Unfortunately, my attacks are so big that they collide with the walls before they collide with the enemies. Ooh, almost got me. I'll do that in the hopes that I end up finding that's the right thing. Certainly not the direction I wanted to push that in. But I'll in case I find the right... Hang on. The doubling season. Right. I was talking about it earlier, obviously. Back to the shop, I believe. I can increase my base damage with the swings there. I might start yeah, especially here. There's nothing else that I want more. Okay. I'm honestly probably not going to remove any of these curses before the end of the game. I honestly, I want to stack swing size over everything else when it's available, because I think that'll be hilarious. Is that in? I think that's increasing the size of... Okay. I believe it was increasing the size of this nonsense, this shenaniganery. Might as well take it before I bounce. There's no reason really not to. Okay. There we go. More keys, please. Next room. Quick. Got him. They thought they had a chance. Sorry, friends. The game was rigged from the start. Hilarious. Yeah, double increase my bomb size again. Sure. $20 casual stacks of attack speed. I can't wait to see what this does to Ponzu. I'm pretty sure Ponzu won't live to see much of what it ends up doing. Almost. Almost got me there, game. Thankfully, I have that nullstone. Gold hits the ground with explosive force versus Salamander's tail. I no longer really need the ability to light things up. Like, I care about that for the Nori fight and almost the Nori fight exclusively. I'll take my 120 and move on, I think. Yes. That's our final blessing learned. Definitely worth. Regeneration, study with the priestess. Taking the curse removal. All of the rest of these, I think, might have more use. Rather than just hoping that I happen to find a doubling season. Doubling season is rare as well. That will be an incredibly large amount of HP that I can just heal up in a boss fight, so. That'll be a take right there. 3 keys. That's 6 damage that I'm giving away. It's definitely worth it in terms of the gold that I get back. It's just... like, as long as I win the run, I guess, it didn't make a difference. I don't think I left anything behind yet. These floors are quite small, though. Hopefully there's some altars on this one. Oh, there they are. Okay. What have you for us? You know what? I'll wait until I have some HP on the ground in a different room. So that I can immediately heal up. So that I can get back to my situation. That's what I've taken to calling it. Alright. That's the food enough for us to do this one now. What have you for us? Absolute least no mimicry, but yeah, full heal. Fine. Don't even need to return to the other room then. What hit me? Alright, well. Go back and heal up then. Fine. Yeah, got me, game. More keys, please. Honestly, at this rate, even just an Impish Key Bomb would be fine. Wow. Destroyed that too early. If as soon as it says you found A, it should spawn the thing. The fact that it delays for a second and it won't spawn it if you kill the skeleton is a needless delay in my opinion. Serves to do nothing but make sure that you have to play slower. And especially, like, if you play often enough, it does become something you encounter relatively consistently. Right, I forgot that I don't actually have to be in melee range. Oops. Don't care about guidance. Yeah, I should have left it to see if I get a reroll. That was bad. Don't give me. Oh, you knew I was doing a dumb thing, so that's why you gave you. That wouldn't have been there if I played cleverly. I guarantee it. The game dynamically generated it just to teach me a lesson. I guarantee that as well. My skin is cleared. My crops are flourishing. Good lord. You know what? I'm gonna want to check this for the possibility of Shogal first. Yeah, because I'm not getting a Shogal past this point anymore. Okay. First remove. Take that one. I'll go back up to the altars, use the altars a bunch of times, and then I will double curse remove, and then I'll go back to the shop, and then I'll curse remove again. Well, triple curse remove, in fact. Actually, in fact, I will be able to remove all of these curses. Wild! And because there's a couple mages there, I'll focus on doing it. I get 2 random blessings every one of these that I do. Let's go back and find a little bit more healing. We can heal up over the course of the next floor quite easily. Don't worry about that. No need to be worried about that one. We have so much sustainability and survivability. Obviously, re-rolling Golden Delicious, like, could have gotten more money, but oh, it's way late in the game. Take it. And it re-rolled into a really perfect relic here. So now, even the things I'm not training in, I'm pretty good at. The things I wasn't focusing on are still fine for us. Okay. I should also re-roll the sequence breaker in the shop a bunch of times. Just because I do not like that item. It's not even here. Perfect. Yeah, it increases health. It's actually really good though. It's so much health from the Ursine Ring. Like, it's so much health to the point that it's, frankly, a little bit irresponsible to turn it down. In my opinion. I'm just gonna make sure to add that one there. I do try and tag as often as possible, in my opinion, and for my playstyle. Obviously, I can't just repeat that every time, so if I make something that sounds like a blanket statement, please remember, I'm probably saying it for my playstyle and in my opinion. And recognize both of those, rather. I'm not sitting here trying decreeing things. Very small flaw. Huh. Rerolled that into a key. Neat. Very small flaw. We don't really have much more time to get more powerful. See, that couldn't even hit the one in the corner because the shots are too large. Love a good old bottle pilfer that I'm actually going to be able to do something about. And also, the bottle pilfer does drop a... Oh, I don't want to do it in this room. I need one with no holes in the ground. That'll do. It drops a blessing. And that blessing is going to double when I pick it up. Fortitude. Get 2 stacks of it. Lovely. I have curse removal available, so I'm more than happy to do this. It can't royally screw us. I'm gonna reroll everything in there. And again. Yeah. Crit's good. Potion of True Sight. Fine. I'll do it, but I don't care. It's gonna find a crawl space for me. Fine. It's near impossible for a crawl space to make us any more powerful at this point, so. It has to be a pretty extreme turn of events. Here's where us being a savvy reroller is going to be important. 2 items in the same room. That looked like it might have somehow been a secret. I don't know. Just wanted to try it. Don't care about either of those, frankly. Same for those. I don't need to have that bit. But look, if you can. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Alright, just gonna casually pop both of those. Look at the cleave range. I don't even need the master's pickaxe. I do it with my cleave. This is 12 stacks of cleave, just in case you're wondering. Down there. Pretty sure there's nothing in the shop that can do anything to us now. Sure, I'll take that. I'll add some toxic to my attacks. Fuck. Because I really just don't think we're doing enough damage yet, so I feel like we're going to have a bad time against the boss. Better have that toxic on my hits. Hey, Ponzu. I actually don't know when I took damage there. Weird. Oh, okay, so hang on. Enemy cocks its head back and hits the wall, and when it hits its the wall, hang on. What? When it hits the wall, it drops enemies. It has wide open periods in between its attack phases. So I think the idea is dodge, be safe, and then find the right time at the end of the phase, like this, right? And also, I can see from that, We got 2 things as well. Lovely. But also I can see from everything that just happened, the Ponzu spawns multiple heads, but only one of them can actually take damage at the time. Lucky Charm. Okay, so we actually hadn't unlocked that one yet. Neat. And then Cure All. Ponzu's Fragment. Is that... So, is the mechanic that if you kill Ponzu, like I was asking to happen with Nori before it, is it that if you kill Ponzu, you get the... You get any missing blueprints that you have, or like a missing blueprint or 2? Just to make sure that you don't end up getting completely screwed. And, you know, how many hours am I into the game? 140 hours into the game without being able to find all of the relics on a single save file. But I'm done. Like, that's all of my relics, all of my potions. The only relics that I still have to find... Oh, never mind. Aphotic Charm. There's a... It actually is one. This is a chance at avoiding death. Interesting. But I have to pick this up. I have to pick this up because it's a synergy between 2 items. I have to pick this up. And this, I'm just going to have to re-roll the hell out of a run. Which does possibly mean that ends up being a run I throw away. Just, like, die. Creates a circle of healing. You get healed and you get healed. You all get healed. Get that reference. That's an Oprah right there. And then we picked up the regeneration. That has been a ridiculously good episode for the moment. My name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been UnderMine. The name of the person again was Murphy's Paradox. Thank you, Murphy's Paradox, for being a subscriber over on Patreon at or above the 4th wall tier. Link in the description down below to the Patreon. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's also a link in the description down below to all of my content on this game, past, present, and future. I don't often say this, but in the spirit of the fact that I've done a little more plugging in this episode than I typically do, if you do like the videos, please click like. It does help me get my content out there, and also gives me warm, fuzzy feelings on the inside. Hopefully you've been enjoying hopefully you've been enjoying yourself, and hopefully we'll see you